What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a very special Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Peralt, coming to you from Radio Row, where today, well, it's been a very busy day, a very fun day. And if you're watching this on the YouTube video for BettingPros, you guys are watching me talk just below what is looking like a pretty big billboard for the Super Bowl here in Los Angeles. I got kind of a crazy night planned for tonight. Not really crazy, just really busy, and I'm tired. So I thought I'd give you the juice early today, give you the video early today, because we are rapidly approaching the Super Bowl. Friday today is the last day for us here in town before we head back to Las Vegas. Most likely the podcast is going to be, I don't know, I may be able to do it before I leave, which I might do again because it makes it a little easier to do it here. But, man, it's been a ton of fun. We had we hung out with Pat McAfee yesterday, Michael Buffer, Scott Farrell. Just a lot of really cool people, and had a lot of fun for being on Radio Row. It's my first time being here, so it's been simply just a really, really fun night, game, day, week, trip. Just been an absolute ball. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM. You guys, with a $10 bet with new users, new account, with that promo code JUICE150, you guys win $150 automatically. 3 $50 bets put into your account anywhere where BetMGM is operating, except for Nevada. $50, 3 of them. For JUICE150 with the promo code $10 bet gets you a automatic deposit into your account. All right, so I got the Omaha Stakes prop of the day coming up, and I'm going to give you one NBA play here for today. Now, this is a big spread, and this is a bet that I understand might be looked down upon. I've gone kind of back and forth on this. The college basketball stuff is just kind of nuts, and because I'm taping this so early, I will post the Don't Bet a Parlay in the Discord channel tomorrow or Friday today. So on the Discord channel, I will give you my 3 favorite bets, or not favorite, but 3 combined to get to a plus 600. I just don't have 3 bets I like enough to do it right now, and I need to get this podcast taped and out. So that will happen on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to get into it, or the link is underneath me here on YouTube to get into the Discord channel, where I will put the Don't Bet a Parlay coming up later on today. So probably somewhere around noontime Pacific is when I'll be able to get it on. I'll probably post it right after my other show is over. I probably will be able to do that. So I'll be watching for that. Looking forward to getting that out to you guys. But the NBA trade deadline was unbelievable, and James Harden is now headed to the Philadelphia 76ers. He gets his wish. Now, do we know if Harden will play coming up tonight against the OKC Thunder? No, we don't. But I think whenever there's a big trade, whenever there's a shakeup, you're battling for time, you're battling for attention, and you're there to prove that your new team, your new teammates, or what has happened. Sometimes you can be a little bit undermanned, but I don't think the trade really hurt. Even if the Harden trade is not enabling quick enough for Harden to play, his hamstring or whatever, he can't play against Oklahoma City. I think if you shop around and you look for a decent number here, I think you can find some value in laying the big chalk points with Philadelphia, laying 12 points here up against Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is one of the worst basketball teams in the entire NBA, but they're pretty good against the spread. They're 32-19-3 against the number this year. 6-2 against their own division. They are 17-10 on the road. Philadelphia is 10-16 actually against the spread at home. They're 27-27 overall, but a lot of that has to do with Joel Embiid in, Joel Embiid out. I think Joel Embiid will play in this game. There's obviously a question when it comes to Joel Embiid, and if he does not play in this game, I would say punt on this game. The number would probably crash if Joel Embiid actually doesn't play. But laying 12 points, that's the same number of points this team laid against Golden State at home, and they lost by 12. It was a push. Against the Toronto Raptors in their last game at home, they laid 10.5. They lost by 19. Game before those 2 games, they played on the road at Sacramento. They were 7.5-point dogs. They lost by 10. So 3 straight games, all double-digit losses for Oklahoma City. And look after the trade deadline, sometimes guys, they're playing for something, playing not to get traded, playing for their job. Well, sometimes there can be a deflation. On the other side, Philadelphia hasn't been playing all that well. They've lost 3 of 4, okay? So now you have a trade deadline. If Embiid plays, and heck, Harden might play as well, I'm not sure where this number closes. This number might close at 14, 15. We've seen a number as high as 12 points for this team, for the OKC Thunder in just recent memory. They were on the road catching 12 against Dallas, and they did cover. They won that game by 6 points, actually, outright against Dallas. Kind of a stunner there against the Dallas Mavericks, but they just traded away Kristaps Porzingis yesterday for the trade deadline. So you know what they're going to be up and doing, so that's an interesting look for them. They were 6-point dogs against Portland on the road, and they won that game outright by 3, but Portland really is horrible. They beat Portland, actually. Their last last 3 wins have been against Portland outright for Oklahoma City. So I just think this is a chance for you getting either a team that, 1, is hungry because of the trade, 2, this team could have Joel Embiid out there, and 3, they may have Harden. I mean, it's not impossible. James Harden could wind up playing in the first game against Philadelphia up against Oklahoma City. But even if he doesn't play, I still like this team, even with the trade and no Seth Curry. I think they still have the guns here to blow out Oklahoma City and win the game going away because they have not been playing well. Mainly, you could say, because it was hanging over with the with the trade deadline kind of hanging over their heads. I'm going to lay the 12 points here. Philadelphia, minus 12 at home, taking on Oklahoma City in the wake of the trade deadline. A lot of buzz in the city, a lot of excitement. I think if the Sixers come out, I think they show out. I think they cover this big line, laying 12 against Oklahoma City. All right, let's talk about the Omaha Steaks prop bet of the day. You guys know I'm the Omaha guy here, okay? I'm the Creighton guy, so Omaha Steaks is coming in here. You're going to go to omahasteaks.com, juice in the search bar. You guys have shown me a ton of love on this, and I really appreciate everyone's DMs and everyone showing me that they've been buying these steaks. A couple of you guys have been doing double orders. Really, really cool stuff. Keep that going here. Go and buy the Omaha Steaks sampler today. You're going to save over 50%, plus you're going to get 12 free Omaha Steak burgers for free with your order. Package has got fillets and caramel apple tartlets. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed, backed. Every order has got that delivered right to your doorstep safely. omahasteaks.com, keyword juice in that search bar will get you right to our exclusive offers. They have a touchdown game day package as well if you guys want to buy something for a big game in the coming future. There is a reason why Omaha Steaks has been the leader in gourmet steaks and food since 1917. No one comes close to matching flavor, tenderness, and the value of Omaha Steaks. It's omahasteaks.com, keyword juice. Check it out. If you do make a purchase, definitely let me know. Share it with me. DM me. Let me know. Pick a screenshot or whatever you're doing. Really, really cool stuff here with our friends from Omaha Steaks and the Omaha Steaks prop bet of the day. And this is one that I think a lot of people can shop around and find some value here. The NFL has really become a league in which the defensive backs cannot play any defense, all right? When you get in the red zone, we're looking for pass interference calls in the end zone. A touchdown of 1 yard or less, okay? Touchdown from the 1 or less. So the shortest touchdown in the game, it's always set at 1.5 yards, okay? 1 yard or less for a touchdown. It's minus 175 is where I played it for a quarter unit. I just think that some of these teams, or you get all the way down to the half-yard line, team punches it in. It happens a ton of times in football. It's just a safe prop bet. I think this bet is very, very likely to hit. I think this is one of those plays where you make in every Super Bowl because it's an opportunity with referees. They throw the flag, bam, you're on the 1 yard line, and one of these two teams gets to punch it in. Very possible. Couple things to look at as well, and we'll get into some other prop bets a little bit later on, but like Joe Burrow rushing props and Matthew Stafford rushing touchdowns for anytime touchdowns, both those things kind of correlate in here with the shortest touchdown being 1 yard. So I wouldn't hate shortest touchdown being 1 yard, and you take Burrow, and you take a anytime touchdown run from Matthew Stafford, or a dive, if you will, from Matthew Stafford. And I think those things can be profitable. I think that those are prop bets that very well could hit here in this big game. But for the Omaha Steaks prop bet of the day, we're going to go shortest touchdown under 1.5 yards for the Super Bowl here for Cincinnati and for Los Angeles. 1 yard or less for a touchdown here at minus 175 for a quarter unit for the Omaha Steaks prop bet of the day. All right, guys. Lots to come still. We have the live stream on Sunday morning at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. I'm going to be joined by a special guest. I'll tell you about that a little bit later on here. First time we'll have this gentleman on with me during the live stream. We're going to go for 30, 45 minutes or so, breaking down the game. I'll have some additional prop bets coming on. Already have talked about the fact that I'm going to be on Rams money line. I'm going to be on plus 4.5. I hope we hit both those bets, right? Rams by 3 is my prediction for the game. So I'm taking the 4.5 points. Already bet it. I've got a money line play on the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 750. I'll come back with the Rams money line. I don't know exactly how many units I'm putting down on it. We got a 1-unit bet rolling in here at plus 750. Could very well come in with a 1-unit bet at somewhere around, 2-3 units easy. It's minus 200 plus minus 190. Right now, there are books that have dropped it down to 3.5 to see where the Rams money may come in because there's so much Bengals money coming in from the public. Definitely something we want to take a look at. Definitely a potential for us to jump in here with that as well. So that'll happen. I'll tell you officially what I'm doing on Sunday for that as well. So live stream, make sure you subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel so you get us on the live stream coming up Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. From Los Angeles, for the Daily Juice, my name is Matt Peralt. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Every morning, it's the Daily Juice podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.